Coinbase says they have ongoing plans to cut costs and actively engage with regulators. Business as usual, right? Again, Coinbase made a ton of money in 2021, kind of struggling in 2022, but I think their demise is greatly exaggerated. There's a lot of people spreading FUD about Coinbase now, whether or not they're going to become insolvent, whether or not they're going to be shut down by the SEC, right? All these things. I think none of those things are going to happen. They will probably work with the SEC. We know that Gary Gensler wants total control. Basically, if he can compel Coinbase to comply with whatever he's looking for, then he can compel any exchange, right? So there's an ongoing battle, really, with crypto and Gary Gensler, but that's a whole other story. But we have that, and then we also have, of course, Coinbase. They're a titan. They just partnered up with BlackRock. They still have their custody service, and they're still rolling out more features to the Coinbase app and still, growing. So even though they're kind of struggling, but they're still moving forward. And here's something else that they're offering. So if you have a Coinbase account, you get to claim a ENS address. So basically it becomes like your wallet address. It's easier to remember. You could claim .cb or .ie, not .eth, but CB for Coinbase and ID. So they are working with ENS to get people a free NFT crypto domain, right? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You can receive it absolutely free if you are a Coinbase member. Now, what else is there? As for other exchanges like Binance, Binance is not sitting idle. There's no talk about Binance cutting costs or laying people off or having really any financial trouble. In fact, they are growing. They just partnered up with MasterCard, and this is just for Argentina, but they plan on launching elsewhere. They will be launching a MasterCard so that people can utilize crypto across MasterCard's entire network. So if you want to spend your crypto at a local store, retailer, restaurant, supermarket, you can, right? And they will grow this as time goes on. So that's very, very, very positive. Also, what's positive is if you are a Binance user, well, you get free trading. They just announced today that they are launching zero-fee ETH trading. So a lot of you guys are trading ETH. And they already announced zero-fee Bitcoin trading and zero-fee USD stablecoin pairs and zero-fee for BUSD pairs, at least 4 of them, right? So they continue to add zero-fee trading, right, to basically entice people to utilize it more. So another reason why you should be on Binance if you are not on Binance. And that's the main Binance, but if you're on Binance.us, which is really my favorite go-to exchange, they also offer zero-fee Bitcoin trading. So these are fantastic things for Binance, and it's only going to help BNB over long haul because BNB is the kind of the currency for Binance with their chain, with their exchanges, and all these other stuff that's happening. So that's good for Binance. Celsius is getting desperate. Right now I've covered enough about them, the whole situation of the bankruptcy, how much they're burning their cash, all that stuff is not good. But something else that I totally forgot about is one of their prior employees who founded KeyFi sued them because he said they were basically running a Ponzi scheme, that Alex had no clue what he was doing, and basically he was running the whole thing like a Ponzi. Like they lost a lot of ETH and then they had to trade, and basically things were getting out of control, right? And the reason why he's suing is because he wasn't paid for it. Like whatever is owed to him, he's not getting paid, so that's why he's suing. And then Celsius countersues, saying basically that guy stole a lot of funds from them, which is weird. And they claimed that he actually used Tornado Cash too to kind of hide some of his stolen crypto. I don't know if that's true. It seems it's kind of wild that they're pointing this out, that somehow he stole crypto. And even if he did, how come they didn't know about it before, right? Why is this coming out now? So the whole situation still not very good. And I don't know if Celsius could come out of this. So last reported they have enough cash until the end of this year. And that's it. I don't know what happens when you run out of cash and you can't pay the lawyers and continue fighting, right? I don't know what happens. But same thing is happening with CryptosCapital. So one of their biggest, one of the biggest creditor have won this court case in Singapore. So now they get to probe the assets that's still held by CryptosCapital, and they can put a claim on it. But one wonders how much is really left. It seems like they've lost everything. They borrowed so much from these other companies, and I don't know what's really left, right? So another thing. Here's I guess the important thing to remember. That, yes, we had CryptosCapital's collapse, we had Terra's collapse, we had Celsius collapse, Voyager collapse, and every other, all these other lending company collapse, right? So the best way to look at this is all leverage, a lot of leverage that came out from 2021, right? And now we're kind of like weeding out the leverage. We're weeding out the bad companies that shouldn't be, the ones that had no risk management, no care in the world, other than to just grow and grow and grow, but really didn't care a whole lot about anything else in terms of, what would happen if we go through a crypto winter? What would happen if there's a correction? What would happen if, Terra collapse, right? These kind of things that business leaders should care about. A lot of them didn't. So now those companies are being weeded out. And despite the fact that we got brought down to 17K because of all these companies going under, right? Overall crypto space is still strong. That's the best way to look at it. We have weeded out the bad, and we are now ready to thrive and continue forward. A judge rules that Voyager can pay their employees retention bonuses, right? Recently it came out that Voyager wants to pay $2 million to some of their employees that's been working extra hard. And the $2 million is a bonus, not salary, bonus, right? So obviously not a good look as they're in bankruptcy, hearing. But the judge actually said, yes, you could do so if you choose to do so. And we will seal the employees that will be receiving the bonus, so they're not going to get scrutinized, right? They're not going to get attacked by people that think this is a stupid move. So there's that. I don't know if they're actually going to pay out. Maybe not. The judge just says, okay, doesn't mean that Voyager will do so, right? Hopefully, if they do pay out, and these guys do deserve it, hopefully you don't see a large chunk of that going to Steve Ehrlich's own pockets, right? That's the fear, that the high-level executives and the CEO, they get to keep most of it. So hopefully that's not the case. All right. What else is there? This is pretty positive. This is talking about the S&P 500. And according to this, 90% of the stocks in the S&P 500, they're now above their 50-day moving average. Okay, and why this is positive is because you look at all the times that has happened before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. There were jaw-dropping returns in the next 6 to 12 months, at least according to this game of trades, right? And you could see it. Every time that happened, afterwards, what followed? A tremendous rally. And guess what? That's where we are right now, right? So can we see a tremendous rally in the next 6 to 12 months? We're definitely going to the latter half of this year, right? Are we going to get that Santa rally? Are we going to get some good numbers? Inflation coming down, rate hikes not as aggressive. Maybe we get some good economic numbers. Maybe we get a good recovery going. If you're looking to buy Bitcoin and crypto for the first time and you don't know where to get started, head over to CryptosRus.com and click on the best exchange guide. Within, you'll find a list of exchanges that I recommend and some that I use on a daily basis. If you are outside of US, I highly recommend looking at Binance.com first. They are the biggest exchange out there, supported in almost every single country. They have a fantastic fiat on-ramp, off-ramp system. They offer the most trading pairs and the lowest fees in the industry. You could also download a mobile app onto your Android and Apple device very easily. If you are in the US, I recommend taking a look at the sister company of Binance, Binance.us, which offers all of these things and more. So if you want to learn more, head over to CryptosRus.com or utilize the links in the description of this video.